I'm Kafar Augustin in for Donna Bush. Thanks for joining us for your CIG Television news brief on this Wednesday evening. The Ministry of Tourism and Ports held a press briefing today, Wednesday, October 2nd, where they spoke on critical matters and developments within their remit. Minister for Tourism and Ports, the Honorable Kenneth Bryan, provided insight on the recently approved referendum on cruise berthing, which will be held alongside the 2025 general elections.
As the Minister for Tourism and Ports, I'm pleased to have this opportunity to discuss Cabinet's decision to hold a historic referendum to determine three critical issues in our country. Today, my goal is to share information with the public on matters which for a number of years have been subject of significant national interest and public debate. In fact, it is no exaggeration to say that the topics that we will be discussing here today have the potential to shape the future of our beloved Cayman Islands for generations to come. As many of you may be aware, the government recently announced its intention to hold a referendum before the end of the year to allow our people to determine whether the Cayman Islands should develop cruise berthing infrastructure. After careful consideration and further review of the proposed timeline, Cabinet subsequently took the decision last week to hold the referendum concurrently with the general elections in 2025, and to use the opportunity to include two additional questions on the ballot. Before we dive into the specifics of each referendum question, I would like to briefly address the principal reasons why the government decided to hold the referendum alongside the upcoming general elections. The first consideration had to do with the cost and the logistics. Holding the referendum at the same time as the general election significantly reduces the administrative and operational cost and reflects the government's commitment to using the public funds in ways that are fiscally responsible and efficient. Combining these two major events also allows the Elections Office to maximize its resources from a logistical perspective and eliminates the need to shut down our schools and businesses on two separate occasions. Secondly, this combined approach allows for more comprehensive education campaign. The government is committed to ensuring that Caymanians have access to balanced, clear, and factual information that will allow them to make informed decisions when casting their votes. Holding the referendum alongside the elections provides for more time for consultation and debate, ensuring that voters have ample opportunity to fully understand the implications of their votes, whether for or against, on these important national issues.
Minister Bryan also spoke briefly on the two additional questions to be included in the referendum on the subjects of a national lottery and the decriminalization of cannabis.
Turning now to the second and third questions that will be included on the referendum day, namely, whether the Cayman Islands should introduce a national lottery and whether the possession of small amounts of marijuana should be decriminalized. It should be noted that both of these topics have been the subjects of considerable debate for some time. The public may recall that in December of 2022, a motion entitled Referendum on National Lottery and Decriminalization of Small Quantities of Cannabis was brought before Parliament by the former Premier, the Honorable Wayne Panton. At that time, the motion was strongly debated and was virtually unanimously approved in Parliament, but to date, it has not been acted upon. Today, I'm proud to say that the government is keeping its word and delivering on the resolution that was duly passed on the 7th of December 2022. We affirm our commitment to allow the people to have their say on matters which, at that time, were described as the matters of national importance.
You can watch the entire briefing on demand on the CIG YouTube channel. The first meeting of the 2024-2025 session of Parliament will take place on Monday, 7th of October. Members of Parliament will discuss a number of key issues during the session, including the Immigration Transition Act and the decriminalization of cannabis. A number of reports from statutory authorities, government-owned companies, departments, and ministries will also be tabled. We will stream parliamentary proceedings live on the Cayman Islands Government YouTube and cable channels, as well as our shared summaries on our social media channels. We will also provide coverage right here on CIG TV. The Elections Office is currently accepting registrations from eligible voters who want to be added to the electoral register in time for the 2025 elections. Persons who register by the 1st of January will be added to the register and will be published on the 1st of April 2025. Also, registered voters who have had changes to their name or addresses are urgently asked to update their details. Supervisor of Elections, Mr. Wesley Howell, encouraged persons to register in a voice message today on CIG TV.
January 2025 is the voter registration deadline for the voters list that will be published on the 1st of April 2025. The April 2025 voters list is the list that is expected to be the official list of those voters who will be able to vote in the 2025 general election. Do not miss your chance to have your say in our country's future. Register today and make sure that you're ready when it counts.
For more information about voter registration, or to check your current registration status or update your details, please visit www.elections.ky, email office@elections.ky, or call 949-8047. Finally, the public is encouraged to tune into CIG cable and YouTube channels tomorrow at 12 p.m. when the Honorable Minister for Border Control and Labor, Dwayne Seymour, will provide a live update on the upcoming Pirates Week celebrations in November. Now for this evening's weather. An area of low-lying pressure is moving across the Northwest Caribbean and is expected to spread cloudiness and thunderstorms over the Cayman area today and tomorrow. Additionally, there will be moderate southeasterly winds and moderate seas. Conditions tonight include cloudy to overcast with periods of locally heavy showers and thunder. Flooding in low-lying areas is expected. Winds will be east to southeast at 10 to 15 knots with higher gusts, and seas will be moderate with wave heights of 3 to 5 feet. Remember to check out the Cayman Islands Weather Service's website and Facebook page for the latest in local weather coverage. If you're watching us on our Cayman Islands Government YouTube channel, we ask that you take a moment to like, share, and subscribe for the most accurate local government news. I'm Kafar Augustin in for Donna Bush. Have a great evening, everyone.